Hello, welcome to another video. I know there wasn't one yesterday because we had a kind of pre-recorded playtest of our game. So it was 2 in one day, so an extra treat for you today. I was hoping to include a little bit of project work I'm working on, which is currently in this sketchbook. But I haven't heard back from the publisher I'm working with, so that's quite exciting, isn't it? But hopefully during the month I'll be able to share some of that stuff with you. Right, on to days 3 and 4 of Gobtober. Hope you enjoy. Let's go. Okay, got the prompt list ready. Okay, there we go. All 100 prompts printed nice and big so I can see it. Right, let's roll some dice. Okay, let's see what we get today. We got 96. Let's see what 96 is. Ooh, fog creature. Okay, that's quite exciting. We'll go with that. Right, on with some drawing. So yeah, fog monster. Really good fun. Really quite straightforward. Really a big kind of cloud-shaped monster. Yeah, I feel really rushed this week. I thought I had all my ducks in a row getting set up for Gobtober, but it seems like all of a sudden I'm super busy. Everybody wants something from me. Not in a bad way, but just seems to be the way when you're working creatively. It's feast or famine. So yeah, hopefully things will calm down a bit next week. But for now, I do enjoy doing these kind of daily little bits of drawing on a dungeon. I think when I get a few drawings in, I always feel a bit better that I'm not going to mess it up. But yeah, you know, the fog monster worked out really well. I was quite happy with him. Yeah, so not really too much to say about him, really. Okay, today's Gobtober prompt is alchemist. Okay, let's see what I did last year for alchemist. So there we go, that's the alchemist. There are parts of him I really like. He's got a weird little beard, which I kind of liked, though I wish I could have made it stand out a bit more. And I don't think I like that he's quite so face on, so yeah, I think I'll do something a bit different there. Though I do like the skull, this sort of skull that comes out of his alchemical bottle, so yeah, I think I'll play around with that a little bit. Alright, let's do it. Okay, so there are some design elements I wanted to keep with this one, but I really want to change a few things. I really want to accentuate that massive eye, like he's a really kind of weird old, like almost like a wizard. And I gave him kind of an underbite. I think all my goblins so far have had overbites, so I thought, oh, let's give him something a bit different. Always like to try and squeeze in a little companion if I can, so he's got a little kind of slime thing underneath, and I kind of kept the skull, so and the beard, but everything else I wanted him to be a bit more hunched over, playing around with that kind of gnarly face of his. Again, trying to make one eye look dead almost, like he's only got this one great big eye that kind of works. So yeah, quite happy with this fella. I think he's quite weird, and I think if you were a goblin alchemist, you probably would be a bit weird. You probably had too many chemicals and concoctions that maybe you shouldn't, and yeah, it's addled your brain a little bit. Everything else fairly straightforward. I kind of didn't really want to give him too much of an elaborate costume. I kind of wanted him to be just wearing this kind of raggy kind of robe thing. Really, it's just to stop him being naked more than anything else. He's so engrossed in making concoctions that he's not really concerned about fashions and things like that. Yeah, so just kind of filling in that kind of skull-like thing and playing around with different kind of mark-making textures just to make it stand out. So swirls and kind of different kind of mark making with the pen. It's always good to try those things out, and they always contrast nicely against areas of either like solid black or kind of, I don't know, kind of just normal line work really. I love doing kind of goo that kind of has stringy bits in it, so it was kind of a nice kind of opportunity to do that with his little buddy down there. So yeah, on the whole, I think he works quite well. I think he's an improvement over last year, all in all. So yeah, the alchemist. I don't know, I've never played an alchemist character. Maybe I should. A goblin alchemist does sound fun. So yeah, there we go. That's today's goblin. All good. Okay, what do we get for today? 18. What's 18? Grinning gargoyle. Okay, we can do that. Cool. So I always think it's important with a gargoyle to give him something to stand on, like a base. I think I did that for the gargoyle I did in a Lich's Crypt video, which went down quite well. Because it's a grinning gargoyle, I kind of didn't really want to give it too much of like a dragon-like face. I really wanted that grin to come across, and just getting those big wings in, you know. And it's just always nice to embellish and just extend that scene over. So I've got a gravestone in the background, and it would be quite easy to kind of make this gargoyle look like it wasn't made of stone. So a few little tricks and things to make things look like stone. So little cracks, and I just put little dots all over him, and it kind of, that mixed with the cracks kind of makes it read like stone, which is, it's kind of cool. It's a fun little trick to do with gargoyles. But yeah, quite happy with this. I'm really pleased with this going. I think I really need to think about how I'm actually gonna maybe bring this inside, or maybe underground. Maybe I could make it underground. Maybe that's what I'll work on in whatever the prompt for tomorrow's going to be. Okay, on to the Gobtober prompt for today. Hunter. There you go, Hunter. So what did I do last year? Last year for Hunter, I did this very kind of contemplative goblin, I would say, with a spear tracking somebody. I kind of like this. I think this guy worked quite well. I would have liked to make more of the scars on his face, so yeah, I'll probably do something like this again. I like the spear rather than a bow, because I think there are some bow goblins that come up later in the month, so it's good to keep them kind of different. So yeah, let's have a go at that. So again, there was some design elements I wanted to kind of take over, but not do a straight copy of the character. And I kind of want this to be a bit more humorous, like he's a great hunter, but he's caught like a little rodent or something like that, rather than like great big prey. And I really like that kind of wolf's head that he had, so I really wanted to keep that and maybe extend it, make it look like it's kind of a bit more part of him, and make his scars a bit more visible. And all the goblins so far have had quite maniacal grins. I wanted this guy to look a bit dour and a bit kind of fed up, like he's hunting and this is all he's got. And I like that he's kind of maybe used a throwing knife to catch this thing. I don't know, I think it's just a bit silly, and I kind of like it. And again, I wanted to give him kind of a dead eye where the scar went across it. Yeah, I do a lot of characters with dead eyes. It's really weird, isn't it? But I don't know, it's definitely something to look into with me. Probably issues with my own eyesight. But yeah, again, pretty pleased with the way this came out. I think it's an improvement over last year. I think it's a bit more humorous. I was a bit more careful with how much kind of fur texture I put in on the head, so it wouldn't get a bit lost. So that was good. Sometimes I go a little bit overboard with that kind of thing, and you know, that's okay, but like it's not always what I plan to do from the start. So yeah, just kind of pleased with this. Really happy with the way this guy turned out, and I'm really enjoying Gobtober so far. I hope you are too. And as always, folks, if you want to support the channel, give it a like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and take part in Gobtober. I have an Instagram account now, so find me on there, Mod Artworks, and you know, tag me in your artwork. I'd love to see it, and share it along. You can see kind of stills of all this on there as well. If you want any of the prompts, head over to oddartworks.com, and if you're really feeling flush and you want to support the channel, join my Patreon and you'll get a shout out at the end of this video. The Patreons really help, and I try and put a couple of posts out a week about RPG and art related things that, you know, hopefully will be of interest to you. But anyway, yeah, this guy, I kind of gave him like Ugg boots. I kind of think every now and again you got to do big Ugg boots, what barbarians wear most of the time, and I always think they're just quite good fun to draw. So yeah, hope you've been enjoying these videos, and yeah, come back tomorrow for some more. Who knows what tomorrow will hold with the map and the goblin, and hopefully there'll be something else going on in my life I can share with you. But yeah, okay, just left, there we go, all finished. Just all that's left is to thank my lovely patrons who I couldn't make these videos without, and I will see you tomorrow, folks. Take it easy. Bye now.